So Cailin, we're here today at Whitelee Windfarm to announce the principal partnership between ScottishPower and the Scottish Women's Premier League. As a player, how exciting is it to see a brand like ScottishPower involved in the elite women's game?
Yeah, it's really exciting, and I think it's a massive step for women's football in Scotland to have such a big sponsor behind us. I think it will do wonders for the women's game in terms of increasing potentially the advertising funding, just giving us lots more opportunities. And it's such a well-known brand across the country. You hear of Scottish Power all the time, so it's really nice to be on board with them for this coming season.
In terms of the momentum of the game, in terms of commercially, but in terms of fans, media interest, all the things that are growing the women's game right now, how exciting is it from a player's perspective to see that commercial investment into the game as well?
Yeah, I think we kind of deserve it from the standard that we've been showing in Scotland now, and the fans that we've got the past season has been incredible. Like, we played in front of nearly 16,000 at Celtic Park, and we had record-breaking crowds at Easter Road as well. So I think, we deserve something in terms of like a big sponsor to come on board with it. It's a great opportunity for them, considering how much Scottish women's football is generating in terms of interest and being role models and things like that. So it's exciting to be a part of as a player, and hopefully we'll just keep growing the game and breaking records next season too.
There's a lot of plaudits for Hearts last season in terms of the performance and finishing fourth in the league at the end of it. How do you go on and maintain that position and also try and better it and break into the top three?
Well, I think we're very clear with what we want to achieve each season. We had set the goal for this past season to be top six, and we exceeded expectations there. But even when we made top six, we knew that we wanted to take points off the top three. We wanted to beat Hibs, and we just wanted to keep doing good performances. So I'm sure the goals we will be setting for this season coming will be ones that we want to continue to meet and have a clear vision of what we're striving for. And that does include keeping our performance standard high and trying to challenge the top three more.
From a personal perspective, this will be your first full season with Hearts, having joined just kind of during the last season. From your perspective, what are you aiming to achieve personally?
Well, it's quite interesting for me because although I signed a while ago as a centre midfielder when I moved to Hibs from Boroughmuir Thistle, then I have been playing a lot in fullback in Sweden and Glasgow City. So it's quite interesting being back in the middle of the park. So for me, I suppose it's just continuing to get my knowledge back in terms of how I play in the midfield, and also getting on board with the tactical game plan that Hearts have, because it's an exciting place to be. We're wanting to play good football. And so for me, it's just, playing my part as well as I can.
And just finally, we kind of touched upon it, but I think it's important to kind of get an overall picture of the women's game right now. It's probably in the strongest position it's ever been commercially in terms of fans, media interest, competitiveness on the pitch. How exciting is it to be involved right now in the elite women's game?
It's so exciting, and I was really excited to manage to get tickets for the Women's Champions League final just a couple of weeks ago, and that was an amazing atmosphere, seeing the fans, and it's so exciting to be just a part of that kind of growing sport and seeing it across Europe as well. So to have that coming to Scotland and generating more and more in Scotland is something that's great to be kind of one of the first people in Scotland to be experiencing this, and hopefully breaking down a lot of barriers for younger players to come up and experience the same.